Hi there, this is your friend Virendra dear. I welcome you to this particular environment which is very congenial for meditation, for contemplation and for dwelling on noble thoughts, great thoughts. And as you know, truly thoughts are things and powerful things at that when they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence and burning desire for their translation into riches or other material objects. Beloved friends, you also know that you never can tell what thought will do in bringing you hate and love. For thoughts are things, and their airy wings are swifter than carrier dove. To follow the law of the universe, and each thought bring its kind, they speed over the track to bring you back whatever went out of your mind. Beloved friends, but you have really a desire to achieve anything in your life, you will get it. Because, as you know, psychologists have discovered through some strange and powerful principle of metal chemistry, nature wraps up in the impulse of a strong desire that something which recognizes no such words as impossible and accepts no such reality as impossible. I repeat, through some strange and powerful principle of metal chemistry, nature wraps up in the impulse of a strong desire that something which recognizes no such word as impossible and accepts no such reality as difficult, unattainable. Beloved friends, so if you have really a purpose which is based on a definite desire, very intense and burning desire, and you have got a very working practical plan of action backed by persistent continual action of its attainment, you will be met with several impediments, hurdles, obstacles in your life. And maybe you will have a lot of temporary defeats and failures. Maybe you can commit so many mistakes during that period. But remember it, all the failures and defeats bring with it a seed of an equivalent benefit or advantage. This is immortal line, please try to understand it very clearly. Every defeat and failure bring with it a seed of an equivalent benefit or advantage. And every mistake you have committed in your life, you can learn lessons from that. And you can really build another great empire in your life of success, greatness and happiness. So I want to substantiate by this immortal statement by two great poems. One is that by Henry Wordsworth Longfellow when he composed a poem, The Ladder of Saint Austine. There he is telling that Saint Augustine, well hast thou said, that of our vices we can frame a ladder, if we will but tread beneath our feet each deed of shame. All common things, each day's events, that with our begin and end, our pleasures and our discontents are rounds by which we may ascend. It simply says that whatever we have experienced in life, good or bad, that will be giving us sufficient opportunity in future to learn lessons and grow better, stronger, and never to commit such mistakes, shame, or something which is unbehaving from great people like us. The mighty pyramids of stone, the mighty pyramids of stone that waves like cliff the desert airs, when nearer seen and better known, are but gigantic flights of stairs. The distant mountains but uprear, their solid bastions to the skies, are crossed by pathways that appear as we to higher level rise. The heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night. This is very remarkable, beloved friends. Here you see, there is no such reality as something for nothing. Everything has its proper price. And if you are really willing to become great and successful, you can achieve greatness. If you want to achieve little, you have to suffer and sacrifice very little. If you want to attain much, you have to endeavor, persevere, and persist very highly to attain that object which is much, much dearer to you. But if you really dream and desire very supremely, very higher goal in life, then you be prepared to sacrifice very greatly, and you will be definitely crowned with success. Success is there, but at a price. You must pay the price, and then what Wordsworth says, the heights by great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, were toiling upward in the night. Means all the successful people are going extra miles. They do much more than the anticipation of a common person. And that's why they are great. When somebody has achieved greatness, we are surprised and say how favored he is, how lucky he is, how fortune is backing him every moment of life. But they seldom try to understand the trial, tribulation, suffering, sorrows, tears, toil, difficult, all those frustrating moments they have treaded down with courage and conviction, and then ultimately fortune a smile over them. If you are also willing, you can be like any great successful person. Be a rock solid person like that. A man with willpower and determination, and be ready to pay any price, because the reward in terms of success will be much more than what you can really think about it. They are immortals who have done supreme sacrifice, and they have succeeded. And then what they have done? Lives of great men all remind us we can make our life sublime, and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Footprints that perhaps another, sailing over life's solemn man, a forlorn shipwrecked brother, seeing shall take heart again. Beloved friends, by your achievements, you can become an example and people will emulate you. They will worship you, and they will learn lessons from your sacrifice, from your steps of success, and you become a role model. And then you are really a person who has lived his life. You have played the role of a great actor on the world stage. Ultimately, everyone has to leave this planet Earth. This is just a journey of life. Nothing is perennial, permanent, eternal. Very transitory life of an actor. Act in the living present, with heart within and God overhead. Trust no future, however great, and let the past bury with its dead. But from your past, learn the lessons, as in this poem Henry Wadsworth Longfellow is telling, The Ladder of Saint Augustine. Learn every lesson from your mistakes and failures. And then, standing on what too long we bore, with shoulders bent and downcast eyes, we may discern, unseen before, a path to higher destinies. Not doom the irrevocable past, as wholly vested holy van, if rising on its wrecks at last, to something nobler we attain. Yes, never any experience of life is truly vast. There are lot of hidden treasure of lessons. Simply we have to be wise enough to learn lessons and never do such mistakes, because failures are the pillars of success. Every failure is a stepping stone in the realization of your worthy ideals of life. And the mighty pyramids of stone that weigh like cliff the desert airs, when nearer seen and better known, are but gigantic flights of stairs. The distant mountains that appear, their solid bastions to the sky, are crossed by pathways that appear as we to higher level rise. Beloved friends, let's revise this line and look at this mountain. Look at this mountain far ahead. Yes, beloved friends, the distant mountains that appear, their solid bastions to the sky, are crossed by pathways that appear as we to higher level rise. Yes, remember it from Ulysses, what Lord Tennyson said. Come, my friends, it's not too late to seek a newer world. This is very inspiring. This is one of my favorite poems. I always remember it, and I always remind myself every moment in my life. This poem by Ulysses. Come, my friends, it's never too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in odorous might, the sounding furrows for my purpose hold, to sail beyond the sunset and the bath of the western stars until I die. It may be that the gulf will wash us down. It may be that we can touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we know. Though much is taken as much abides, and that we are not that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that what we are an equal temper of heroic heart, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Yes, friends, maybe your life is full of defeats and failures, a life with shame. But don't worry. You had an attitude of negative. Now switch over to positive mental attitude. Past is past. Start from now. It is never too late to become a person of your dream with a positive mental attitude, with initiative, with determination, with drive, with a power of will. Now remember what Rudyard Kipling said. If you can force your heart and nerves to solve your trouble long after they are gone, so hold on when nothing is but except the will who say to them, hold on. Yes, friend, hold on. Hold on to your faith, to your hope, to your dreams, to your desire, because you deserve it. And remember it. Say not, the struggle not availeth. Never, never, never commit this mistake to see that what you have done has gone west. Everything is accumulated like the drops of ocean. Bit by bit, they are getting filled. Like the atomic bomb, they have tremendous power of your reserve energy, and that will explode in due course of time when it has reached the threshold. So this poem will really inspire you. Arthur Huckcroft, who said, say not the struggle not availeth, the labour and the wounds are vain, the enemy fends not nor faileth, and as things have been they remain. If hopes were dupes, fears may be liars. If hopes were dupes, fears may be liars. It may be in yon smoke concealed. Your comrades chase even now the flares, and but for you purges the field. For while the tide waves, vainly breaking, seem here no painful inch to gain, far back through creeks and inlets making, comes silent, flooding in the main. And not western windows only, when daylight comes in the light, in front the sun climbs slow, how slowly. But westward, look, the land is bright, the land is bright, yes. And not western windows only, when daylight comes in the light, and in front the sun climbs slow, how slowly. But westward, look at, this is westward. The sun is bright, the sun is bright, and you will reach the height. So, the lesson from this talk is profiting from your past experience. Maybe it is shameless, maybe it is bad, maybe you have committed a lot of mistakes, or you have a lot of adversities, misfortune, hindrances, obstacles, but you never surrender before them, and you have got a tremendous experience of your trial, tribulations, toil and tears. Now use them as stepping stones towards the attainment of your definite chief aim in life, and never think they were stumbling blocks. Because is not it strange how princes and kings and the clowns that cater to the sawdust rings, and common people like you and me are builders for eternity? Beloved friends, I want to be live for this with you. You can see me. This is one of the great poems by R.L. Sharp. Very inspiring for anybody else. Anybody can become great because you are blessed with the power of your brain. Hear it again. Is it not strange that princes and kings and the clowns that cater to the sawdust rings, and common people like me and you are the builders for eternity? Each is given a set of rules, a shapeless mass, and a bag of tools, and each must fashion to life is flawed into a stumbling block or a stepping stone. Destiny is in our own hand. By virtue of the thought we choose and encourage, we are the makers of ourselves. Nobody else is responsible for our greatness. Any time in our life, once we are ready to become great and successful, we can attain it, but we have to pay the proper price. And any failures, any shameless work, any negative things, all will be really stepping stones towards our success, because these negativities bring with a seed of an equivalent benefit. Simply a wise man like you and me have to learn lessons from our past failures, defeats, shameful act, all these unfortunate things what happened to us, and streamline our total energy, enthusiasm, with a power of will, a determined mind, a committed, dedicated, persistent attempt towards realizing the worthy ideals of our life. And as you remember what the great Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the basic purpose of our life is not to be happy. That is really for mediocres. The basic purpose is to be serviceable, honorable, respectable, and make this planet Earth a smarter, better than what we got from our ancestors. There is really life. And as the great Christ said, the great teacher, the greatest among ye shall be the servant of mankind. Yes, but what service you will give? Make yourself capable, able, competent by learning great lessons from the experience of the greats. Be self-reliant, be self-confident, be a believing person, be a person who is humble, who is modest, who is polite, who is dedicated and committed every moment of his life to make his life worth living and worthy. This very precious life. Waste not a moment. Take care of your health. Take care of your positive mental attitude. This attitude can only back you to reach any heights in life, any altitude in life. You are great. Always dwell in that supreme abode of greatness. You are moving on the shore as the moment your thought degrades, you will become a demon. And as long as you retain the noble thoughts, you are saints, you are sages, you are poets, you are scientists, you are creator, you are most revered, respected, honored. Yes. May God bless you. This Virendra deer on the rock, mountain hill. Always pray the divine providence for peace, happiness, success, prosperity, for all my beloved friends who inspire me and encourage me to dwell on the realm of wisdom, enlightenment, success, peace, tranquility, serenity. And say unto your heart, peace, be still. Peace, be still. Victory awaits you. Remember the immortal words of James Allen. Tempest-tossed souls, whoever you are, wherever you are, under whatever conditions and circumstances you may be living, remember it. In the ocean of life, the happy isles of blessedness are smiling. Keep your hands firmly on the helm of your great thoughts, great goals, great desires, and great dreams. The sunny shore of your ideals awaits your coming. In the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep. Awake him. Self-discipline is your strength. Calmness of mind is your power. Purity and righteousness in thought is your really mastery. You are master. You are great. You are successful. You have all the power of the universe. The divinity is just with you, manifested by noble thoughts. And I thank you and love you very much. Jai Hind and bye from now.